up, everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece chapter 612, and loving this chapter, man. And I'm gonna keep it, again, I'm gonna keep 100 with you, man. I like how when they see King Neptune's place, right, and they say, "Wow, this really makes Starfish's house look really, really small. That was a mansion. Holy shit!" And the reason why I like that is just looking at where I'm at and where my girl's family's from. Like being out there on the West Coast, prices are super high, super high. Now I'm currently in the South right now, right? And cost of living is mad cheap down here, like mad cheap. And to put this in perspective for you, right? Like you can get a pretty decent sized house. What I mean by decent is you can get a house that's over 2,000 square foot for like 100 and like it's like I want to say 2,400 square foot in this city. You can get that for 180,000 to 220,000, right? So and that's with some land on top of it. Okay, like you can get 2 acres of land for less than $100,000. I mean, real cheap, opposed to out there where they're from, like the type of house they got now where like it's got the lake and the more shit, like you be paying in the millions in order to get that shit. And so it's the same thing. It's like they went from being in the South to all of a sudden being out on the West Coast. That's what Luffy and them did. So when I saw them getting there, I was just like, yo, Oda just dropped a bombshell. Because now he's showing us class, okay? He's showing us class. Like the starfish is the equivalent of what I would call new money. Opposed to the Neptune, the king, that's old money right there. So I like what Oda did on that one. Now the other thing though, right? So getting into the chapter of itself, what I found really interesting is the fact that everyone came to the conclusion, right? Everyone came to the conclusion. Oh, wait, there's a guy, he's already there. He's not waiting for anybody. He's just drinking. It's Zoro. It's Zoro. It's Zoro. I like how the king is like, I thought his name was Zori. And this is my thing, right? I laugh because as I'm reading it, this still has it saying Zolo, okay? And for those of you who have been following me from the very beginning, you know like the first 4 volumes that I reviewed One Piece, I pre-recorded them and I was calling Zoro Zolo because I didn't know any better. Like I didn't know any better. It was just one of those things where I was just like, yo, that's what the manga says. That's what I'm going with. And it's like right here, it's like, oh, Zori. And it's just like, I was like, oh shit. That's how these guys felt when they were watching my videos. Because they said, no, it's Zoro. Or excuse me, they say, no, it's Zolo. And then you guys were telling me like, no, it's not Zolo, it's Zoro. Get it through your head. So I like that one. That was pretty cool. I like that part. And then I like how once they get into the castle, looking around, Luffy's just walking through this bitch. And he's like, I ain't waiting for nobody. Zoro's already drinking. Fuck that. I'm the captain. I'm finding the food. I'm about to eat. I'm about to get my filling because these people, they gotta have meat. At the Mermaid Cafe, they didn't have meat. They had starfish and some more. I want meat. I don't want clams. I want meat. So Luffy's just walking through this bitch. And he's like, oh, wow, look at these doors. Maybe I don't need to go in this bitch. But hey, it looks like the doors from Impel Down. Fuck it. I'm going in here. Luffy proceeds to walk in. And for a second, I thought maybe the Mermaid Princess was going to be like that fish that kind of lured you in, and all of a sudden like it looks like one thing and then it turns to be this hideous creature. That's what I thought it was. And I'm not like the big thing on like the fish as an animal, so I might be getting it wrong. I might be thinking about another type fish or something. But it turns out Oda just stepped his game up. And I get it. Oda is just like, well, fuck it, I'll just give him bigger tits. That's what I'll do for the characters. Nah, yo. The way he drew this mermaid, the Mermaid Princess, this is hands down the most attractive design Oda's done. And I'm talking the face. I don't care neck down, okay? Like one of the first things I noticed about a woman on some real shit. One of the first things I noticed the eyes. I noticed the face structure. I noticed how you do your hair, all that. I noticed that shit first, okay? Blame it on growing up in a house full of women and whatnot, but that's the type of shit that I noticed first. I like this design. This is really gorgeous. I like this. This is really good, man. This is really, really good. I'm gonna get in as close as I can before the camera starts buffering. That is a really nice design, man. Just the small things from like the blush on the cheeks to the way that the hair is going right across the eyelashes, the way it's parting. This is really good. That was a level of attention to detail that, and you know, warning, but it's a level of attention to detail that I expect more from reading fairy tale. Because Hiro Mashima, yeah, the dude's like a bit of a perv, and you know, like at the same time, when it comes to female designs, Oda's been stepping up. But Hiro Mashima, it's just like if Oda's calling card is world building, Hiro Mashima's calling card is designing women. It's like, you know, Oda slam dunk. Hero's on that Steph Curry pull up from 2 steps from half court and drain a 3 on your ass when it comes to designing women. So I like that. I thought that was really good. This gives me hope for Oda. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like he's with the female designs, it's been stepping up. And you know, even with VV, like it's little small things like in the cover page where it's small stuff, but at the same time, the look has changed a little bit. And so I like this one, man. Now I can see why everybody was trying to get in here. While old boy was just like, yeah, oh wow, that's pretty cool. You're in a castle. Awesome. How do you like it? What do you get to see? And all of a sudden he just started sweating her super hard. Now I understand it, but you know, at the same time though, like one of my partners used to tell me this, right? He said, I don't care how beautiful a girl is. There's somebody somewhere who's sick of her shit. And that's where Vander is fucking up. Okay? He was getting too hard on her. I understand she's drawn really, really beautifully. But you gotta give her some room to breathe, though. You gotta give her some room to breathe. And it looks like she's a little spoiled, too. It looks like she's a little spoiled. Because one thing she says is, I'm not afraid of you. Do you know who I am? My dad's the king. I'm gonna get my brother. It's like just popping little small shit. And don't get me wrong, I mean, it's something to be said. It is brave. I mean, she has been getting different letters from this guy, from the Vander. And so when she sees Luffy and she says, are you here to kill me? The fact that she's got the cojones to stand up for herself and then turn around and call for help, don't get me wrong. But the fact that she stood her ground, that was impressive. That was pretty impressive, man. That was really impressive. Now, the flip side of this is, as you know, the Straw Hats are making their way to the castle. You know, they're getting the conversations, they're talking, and they're getting the first class treatment, right? And while all this is going on, the guy with the swamp fruit, I can't think of his name, it starts with a C, but he's collecting the mermaids, and at the same time he's framing the Straw Hats, because everybody's thinking, oh well, the Straw Hats have to be behind this. You do understand that they wouldn't be the first pirates to act really nice and then turn around and kidnap mermaids. You do understand they go for a lot at auction halls. And I was like, oh shit, that's true. Look at what happened with Cammy. Cammy was about to be sold. So I mean, there's some truth in this. I mean, she was having the time of her life, man. She was on like the merry-go-round and the little spinning thingy. She was at the amusement park just having a whole bunch of fun. They kidnapped her. She was going to be in the auction house, and Rayleigh just showed up and said, time to unzip. I'm about to whip this shit out. Hockey, bitches. Everybody fell the fuck out. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool what we saw here. And then the other thing is, as this is going on, and you know Luffy's being set up, you see all of the bounties being laid out, right? And so you see Luffy with the $400 million and everybody else, like it's Sanji 77. You see the whole crew's got the bounties. And I thought was really cool is they're letting them know, like, look, you might think they're good people, but we can't treat them any differently. They might have saved my sister's pet, but at the same time, Charlie had the vision. They're gonna bring ruin to Fishman Island, and I agree with that. I mean, it's best in situations like that to err on the side of caution, because you never know. Like the thing with people is people only present to you part of their true face. You don't really know who somebody is until they get pushed to a certain point and then the true colors come out. And so they have to err on the side of caution. It's because at the end of the day, Luffy and his crew, they're pirates. They're different, and we as readers know they're different. But for the most part, everyone else in the world is looking like, look, this is the age of the pirates. We got to get protection. Those are bad guys. Those are bad guys. So I like how that's going on there. And I like how when the king shows up and, you know, the king has the minister of the left, the minister of the right. And they're telling him like, oh, this is kind of fucked up. I know you brought him here. They're your guests, but we just got word back from the princess. You might need to hear this. So now the tension is here. And the stakes are being raised. So I like this, man. This was a good chapter. It was a setup chapter, but at the same time, still fairly interesting. But my chapter question to you guys is, I'm going to go all the way left field, right? So what were your thoughts on the design for the Mermaid Princess? And trolling aside, right? I know I'm the first one to troll Nico Robin, right? I'm the first one. But out of all the women in One Piece that we've been introduced to so far, how would you rank them? How would you rank them as far as design? And take the equation of, oh shit, she got some real big boobs. I like her. Oh shit, I'm gonna put her on. Nah. Take all that shit out. Just in terms of design, how would you rank them? But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the end of the video, guys. Have an awesome day.